Hey folks, I'm here at the Ebi River. This is a famous river in Funabashi City. You can see the name of it here. I think this says Ebi River, Ebi Gawa, and this might be watershed. Yeah. So anyway, this is a major river in Funabashi City. I think it's a secondary river, and I'll just show you around a little bit. This is the kind of the like the unofficial headway of the river, even though there's more of the river upstream, up in that direction there. But this is the kind of the unofficial, I think, headway. So not sure what this is. Oh yeah, there's I know that there's these 13 there's 13 bridges that are kind of decorated here, and then there's like a certain number of fukuzo or fortune statues that exist along here, and this might be one of them. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it says something about Shijimi something 10, so it's some kind of a fortune thing, I guess. Looks like an Indian goddess, doesn't it? Interesting. Anyway, so there's markers all along here, and I really don't know much about them. This is talking about the Shijimi thing. And then over here, this is pretty interesting. In 1992, there was a famous Olympic runner, and she practiced along here. And these are her footprints. Her name was Arimori, I guess. Yeah, and she trained along Ebi River. So let's walk down here to the cement wall. You can kind of get a sense of it. Little duck down there, little coot. Oh, there's an egret down there. Look at that. Yeah, so we're gonna go down here along the river, and we're going to travel along it for some distance. It'll be, I think, until the port, until Funabashi Bridge, I think, would be the extent. And I'll show you the 13 bridges. So let's see what we can see. So up ahead here is where the Hasama River meets the Ebi River. And we can see this here. This is the meeting point. So the Hasama River goes right by my place, and it's I don't know, 6 kilometers or so. Here's the name of, yeah, this says Hasama. I believe this says Hasama. I think it does. That says Hasama River. And you can kind of see a little piece of it down here. And then it matches up with, meets up with the Ebi River here. And check this out. There's all sorts of birds down here often. I don't know about today. Some trash, unfortunately. But let's take a look. Oh yeah, the water's really flowing in. Look at that. That's upriver there. Is it the Keisei line? Not sure what line it is, but it travels over the Ebi River at this place. It does also down at Funabashi, the downtown area. So yeah, this is downriver this way, and we keep going that way. We'll get to the port of Funabashi, and then Tokyo Bay. And it's winter right now, so you can't see that much, but during the spring and summer especially, you'll see, I've seen them during the winter too there, egrets, gray heron, turtles, snakes. I think a rat snake we saw, it was like a meter long. Of course, pigeons, as you can see. Yeah, a lot of turtles. And it's koi too. There's all sorts of koi in here. So it's really a pleasant river. I don't know how popular it is during the winter, but you know, I like it. It says keep the river clean. Kawa o kirei ni shimashou. Let's keep the river clean. Soda deyo. Kiyoi nagare to yutaka na kokoro Chiba-ken. That sounds like a haiku or something. Gomi o sute nai de ne. Don't throw your garbage away. Yeah. I don't know what this is. I wonder if this sounds like a poem to me. I can read it because of the small characters there. Anyway, so we're gonna go down a bit further. I can already tell this is gonna be a long video, but that's how my videos go, so bear with me, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's move on. So here we are at the Takajo Bridge. This is one of the better known bridges along the river. And this is a popular entrance too, just off the main road here. And yeah, you can see it says Takajo Hashi. Hashi means bridge. Takajo is the name of it. Not sure what Takajo means. Look at the pigeon up on the railing here. Let's see how close we can get. So this is a beautiful spot from which to see cherry blossoms during the spring, and obviously none during winter, but still it's got its beauty to it. The river is quite shallow, but interestingly, up at this point, probably a couple of kilometers from the bay, interestingly the tide affects this water depth here. So you can actually see some shells down there too. But I think it's pretty interesting to note that yeah, the tide affects up this far. It's a pretty flat river. Check out these turtles down here. They're all basking in the sun. And yeah, I'd like to walk down to the river's edge because I think it might be our only chance to do so. So let's walk down here. These stairs, I didn't realize you could walk down them initially, but look at how steep they are. So let's walk down them here. Yeah, this bridge is kind of cool. It's not old. I mean, you can see from the wood, right? It's not that ancient or whatever, but it's still cool. And we can come on the underside here. Look at the trestles. It's just a footbridge, so it's just made out of wood. Ah, it's a nice wood though. I like that. So this is this is down at river level. Hey, look at all those shells down there. So birds come down here and they feast and stuff. We're looking upriver now. Yeah, no, I like this river. This is the river's got an interesting history that I'll share with you later on, and it's actually one of the reasons for the name of the city, Funabashi. So, yeah, let's head down a bit further and see what we can see. Stay tuned. Here we are at another bridge, the next one down. And this is called Sakurabashi or Sakurahashi. And this has got a long sign on it that I cannot read. Looks like some history or information about it. And this is known as Sakurahashi because of the sakura trees that grow all along the river that are easily viewed from here. And I guess it may be the best. I think Takajo Bridge, the one we were just at, is actually the best, but this one is maybe the most famous for cherry blossom viewing. And I'd like to take you over to a park that's next door. Check this out. This you ever played the game Zelda Ocarina of Time? It's a Nintendo 64 game. I think it was released on 3DS as well. But check this out. Doesn't this remind you of some of those what are those things that you go up to and you talk to them for information or something, or the time? I think if you hit them it gives you the time of day in the game. Yeah, got a name of an artist down here. Yeah, anyway, so I really like these statues. There's some kind of monument here too. Not sure what this is all about. And then interestingly there's a church right there, which isn't that common to see a church. Christian church. Look at that owl looking at us. Nice. So I like this place. Wow, look at this. Is that a mouth? Wow, that's cool. This is the nose here. Pick his nose here. Wow, I like it. Really like it. Yeah, you don't see art like this too often. It's kind of abstract, kind of modern and ancient at the same time. Cool. And some buildings behind. Yeah. So anyway, that's Sakurabashi. Let's move on. Here we are at the next bridge. This is a main road bridge, and I'm gonna have to look at the name of this one. I'm gonna show you a few things here. There's a nice set of statues, sculptures all along here. Each bridge after this, I believe, has something special, like a sort of theme to it. So we're gonna view these themes and see what we can find along these bridges. Let's go take a look at the other side here, and maybe we'll find the name of it too. This is the market we're looking at here. Funabashi Wholesale Fish Market, I think it is. And they sell nice fish there. Yeah, I can't read that. I don't know what it says. Let's go look at the other side here. In the meantime, we can look at the river here and see. It's pretty dark green water at this time. Sometimes it's more clear. Yeah, in winter time, there's just not that much foliage. I still like it though. The lady here. The lady. Here we go. Here's the name of it. Funabashi or Funabashi. Fujimi Bridge is what it's called. Oh wow, look at how peaceful it looks, isn't it? Let's walk down here a little bit. There's a nice restaurant there. It's called Jonathan's. Interesting. And yeah, the wholesale market, we can get a little glimpse here. A couple of things about this place. This is Funabashi City's big fish market, and they've got so many cool fish here to eat. They've got restaurants as well as fish, whole fish. Take a look at this. This is called Ebi River, and it means shrimp river or prawn river. There's a prawn right there. Yeah, so this market is just really wonderful. I really love it. In fact, we've been here for about 6 years as of 2021, and we hardly knew about it. So we just learned about it recently, and now that we know about it, we sometimes come. So there's looking at that other bridge. And this, I don't think this really counts as one of the famous bridges. This is just an access road. But yeah, why don't we move up a little bit, see if we can get a better glimpse. Another thing about this area is that there used to be a castle, but it's only a rumor. The history is just so deep, and there's relatively few records, you know, considering what happened, right? I mean, I suppose that's true for anywhere, but it was in fact said to have been right on this spot over there, right there. Yeah, and I looked it up too, because on Google Maps somebody put it on there. They were like, oh yeah, there was a castle here, and I was like, yeah, but was there though? Because there's no evidence. So I was like kind of doubting it, you know. And then I went on Google Maps, and I was like, but it's there, right, on Google Maps. So I looked it up, and then I think there was one, because I saw some actual documents and stuff on it from the ancient past. So could have been that there actually was a castle. Here's the wholesale market here, and then down those stairs there's another fortune statue. So I'm kind of tired today. I stayed up real late the other night. I couldn't get to bed real well. I don't know why, but I kind of tired today, so kind of slurring my speech a little bit. Here's the wholesale market. Yeah, in fact, let's walk in a little bit and see what we can see. So as you can see, it's kind of shut down for the day. It's really a morning market more than anything else. So they just don't run beyond probably noon. But I wanted to show you a little bit. We could walk inside a little bit. Let's put the bike right here. And yeah, let's walk inside. There's all sorts of vendors. In fact, look at the sign up here. This is number 6 here, aisle 6. And there's 7 of them in this building. And kind of amazing, because just the number of places. So we'll just get a glimpse down here. So we're inside now. Yeah, take a look at this. They're all shut down, as you can see. In fact, it's just about noon now, just after noon, and so they probably were just open. Yeah, look at all these places. Nice, huh? I don't want to bother anybody, so we're not gonna go in too far. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the fish market, and boy, it's quite a building, isn't it? Look at that. So anyway, yeah, glad to show it to you. Glad to show you the fish market. Like I said, this place wasn't even on our radar until this last year, and now we come here occasionally. But I still prefer the stores. It's just easier, because this place you have to wake up early to get the best fish. So, but stores always have it, you know. Look at these little trucks. Interesting, huh? Yeah. So anyway, let's move on to the next bridge. Bye-bye. So we're at Taro-Hashi now, and Taro-Hashi is the first, it seems, of the multiple bridges which feature theme. And this theme, I'm gonna be guessing a lot here because I have looked these up, but gosh, there's a lot of depth to these stories and stuff. And Taro Hashi seems to be some kind of traditional tale. There's a volcano here, exploding, erupting, and then looks like some kind of people or characters. This is interesting, isn't it? What are these little fellas? Hey, what are these things here? And they're rowing up waves, it looks like. And maybe that eruption is causing these giant tsunamis here. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's interesting. This river here, it goes up to Nagatsagawa Ryokuchi, which is Nagatsu River green area, which is a nice, really nice park in the spring. I'd like to go there with you. And yeah, in fact, these are plums here, I think. And these are all along here are sakura, which is just beautiful in the spring. Let's go over to the other side here. So check this out. Look at this boat. Yeah, again, it looks like some kind of story, doesn't it? Really don't know what it is. Yeah, interesting though. And then one of my favorites is this one over here. Take a look at this. This one is look at this guy. He's carrying a giant axe on some kind of a leopard, looks like. Here's the name in kanji. Taro Hashi. Nice, very nice. And then there's one more over here on a giant tortoise or a sea turtle, looks like. Look at that. Wow, I like these statues. Made out of, what, bronze or iron? What? There's a cable down here from NTT. And then here's the river. Ahead of us, we're looking down river now. So let's head down. My favorite part of the river, along this brick path. And this would be a great place to live. If I ever make enough money for this place, is where I'm coming. In Funabashi anyway. Unless I move up to, I don't know, the countryside or something. But geez, it's lovely, isn't it? Look at this. You can see the next bridge up ahead there. Look at these houses along here. Very beautiful area. Get a few more seconds here. There's a school right there. Boy, when school gets out here, these kids just flood along here. More kids than there is water in the river, just coming along and basically bowl you over if you're in the way. Watch out. Check this bridge out. This is our next one. I'm not sure, I'm just gonna keep filming here. Not sure if this is one of the famous bridges or not, but let's go take a look. This is the name of the bridge there. There's a train flowing by. Here we go. It's called Jindo-kyu. Ebigawa Jindo-kyu, which is the name of the bridge, I imagine. Jindo-kyu Bashi, I guess. Look at all these kids. School's still in. We made it before the flood. Jindo-kyu Bashi. And yeah, I don't really know if there's anything special about this bridge. Maybe not. But it's nice nonetheless. There's a little mosaic here. Yeah. And then up ahead, gosh, I just want to film everything with this river. I just like it so much. Up ahead is an underpass, and I'll show you that in a sec. And this underpass is another train line. Well, before I said there were only a couple train lines. I guess I was wrong. There's a few of them. But you know, I start doing these videos, and then I really start to enjoy it. I love Ebi River, Ebigawa. I love it. Let's take a look here. This goes under here. I feel like this is a Disneyland ride or something. And then check this out. Over here, you can see, you know, when the water is high, when the tide is up. Man alive, it's interesting because right where we're standing right here, yeah, it's actually we're actually underwater technically if the river were allowed to come here. So I think that's interesting. Yeah, so we're passing right under the train line there. It's kind of a pretty reflection, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah. Let's walk a bit further. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, one of the things about coronavirus, is that, you know, we can't see people, so I feel like I can see it kind of when I do this. Okay, train. Nice. So I feel like I can kind of see people when I do this, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep filming, man. I don't care about cutting. Oh, check this out. This is cool. This is some kind of aloe here. Yeah, look at all those plants. Pretty little things, aren't they? I mean, they're kind of stylish. I like it. Huh. Yeah, think about the effort that people put in here. I don't think that's city work. I think that people are tending to that. Imagine what it would take to keep up something like this. I'm gonna head up on this bridge. Here we are at another crossroad. A lot of these bridges are actual roads, but some of them are just pedestrian streets. Check out these characters. It's an old lady here. Looks like another old lady here. Cute, very cute. She's got a little satchel or something here. Interesting. And up ahead, take a look at this. Musicians. There's a what do you call it? I can't remember the word. For the band leader. And then a flutist and a drummer. Cymbals, tuba, snare drum, some kind of flute. Yeah, so these this is when the bridge was made. Hey, let's look at this. Oh wow, I never even noticed this. This is one of the fortune statues. Gosh, it's Indian, isn't it? Indian in its style. I really don't know much about these. This is some kind of water god, I believe. Yeah, somebody's putting money on there. There's like 6 yen on there. And let's go over and see if we can read the name of this place. This is called Ebi River. I think it is Ebi River, which means New Ebi River Bridge. So that's where we are right now, the New Ebi River Bridge. Shin is often put before words just to, I guess, give them another name. I don't know. It's kind of funny. They just ran out of names, I guess. That's not really the reason. Look at more characters here. Wow, I like it. Dancing, huh? Oh, okay, same characters over here. And then some little murals down here. Boy, this video is gonna be long, isn't it? I don't care. Let's do it. Let's move on. Forget about the cutting here. I'm just gonna walk into the next one. This actually, this next bridge isn't anything special. It's just a regular bridge. So I guess we'll cut here. See you soon. I'm gonna skip that bridge that I just passed by. They're doing some construction work, it looks like, and I didn't want to ask, so we're just gonna skip it. Moving up ahead, got ourselves another bridge, and this one is cool. This is the only one that I know of that has stairs on it. So I imagine that when they constructed all the homes and developed the area around the river here in the post-war era, that it was, I think it was designed in a particular way to make it attractive and all that, you know, city beautification, because they really put effort into these bridges. And I also wonder about the practicality of them, because they really don't seem to get used that much, a lot of them. Let's take a look at this one. It says something Yama Bridge. Oh, this is cool. I said cool. This is cool. It says Volunteer no Fune. Is that right? Volunteer no Fune, which means volunteer boat. And oh yeah, I remember now. I was taught this by Ami. She told me about this one. This one is different kappa, which is a traditional Japanese character, and each of these kappa was carved by a different artist. or based on a different artist. This one's got large breasts, doesn't it? And there's a kind of a stick drawn one here, which is cool. And this one's got a distinctive nose, doesn't it? Well, you can really tell. Is that Saturn up there? Well, you can tell that they all have a different and very distinct style. I like this too, like it's both relief and engraved here, which is cool. This one's crawling on the side. Yeah, so I believe these are the names of the artists down here, and that's why it's called Volunteer Boat, because that's a boat full of kappas drawn by volunteers. I can't really show you the back, but there's something inscribed back there too. Yeah. So what's this over here? Sazanka Sachan to somebody. Sazanka Sachan. This is one of these is Sazanka Sachan. Sazanka is a type of flower, and I think it's the flower of Funabashi. In fact, Sazanka. It's a Sazanka is some kind of it's a Latin name translated into Japanese phonetics, and that's why it's called Sazanka, I think. Gosh, I don't know. Hey, I'm just making shit up now. Anyway, it's just a cool area though. I wish I knew what all these characters were. You know what I mean? I haven't done the work enough to know. And what is the name of this bridge? Anyway, that's the year it was made. Here we go. Maruyama Hashi. Maruyama Hashi. I was right about Mountain Yama. Maruyama. Another train passing by. And this is just one of the most pleasant areas that I know of in the city. I love it here. Maruyama Hashi means round mountain bridge, I guess. Well, look at this. Here's Maru. That means Maru, that first one. And then this is Yama. Maruyama Hashi. Okay. I gotta tell you, man, there's a reason why they say Japanese language is the hardest, one of the hardest to learn. Amongst others are Chinese and Arabic. It's just so many things different in the language. I do all right. Oh boy, look at this. This is something I don't like to see. This is the Eiken, which is I believe that's what it is. It's an English test. Is that what that is? Yeah, it's the standardized national test for English. I'm not a big fan. Anyway, let's move up to the next bridge, which is just up there, and see what we can see. Okay, here we are at the next bridge, and oh, this has got a song on it. And this one, in the key of E flat. Dun 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 dun. And this one says dun 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 dun, or something like that. And it's a song, and I think it's some kind of song for the city or something. Well, you're not gonna get a better history than this, and it's not very good, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's Sakai Hashi. Sakai Hashi. I don't know what Sakai means, but I know it's a name, so it could just be the name. Yeah, nice little song. Oh, look at this. Ami didn't know the history of this either, and I don't, so I suppose it's not a traditional tale. I suppose it's not, because she didn't know it. But look at this. There's like a toy soldier missing one leg, falling into the mouth of a large salmon. And I wish I knew what this meant. Boy, it sure is interesting. We can make up our own tale. But, oh yeah, and then over here is, check this out. She's holding up, oh gosh, I wish I could tell you. I really can't. Oh, okay, it says, oh, yeah. Okay, it's about hands. This song is about hands. So this sheet music here, this notation here is the same as the song, and this is Te no hira wo something something, meaning open your hands, and it's about a song. It's related to the song. I don't know if this is a Funabashi song or what. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what I'm looking at? I came here to try to do like a bit of a history of the you know, like just some information on the bridges, but it turns out like I'm just guessing everything. How am I doing? This is how I get around Japan most of the time. This is why I deal with English mostly, because I just don't do that well. Anyway, let's move up to the next bridge. Here we are arriving at the next bridge. And again, I can't read it. Let's go over here. Gotta be a little careful on these roads. Oh, okay. It says Ebi River there, I think. But okay, now let's look at this. Check this out. These are intricate designs. Look at the kids coming out of a fish's mouth. Huh. And there's an octopus here, right there. And then there's all sorts of stuff here. Let me see if I can just scan over this for you. I hope you're getting that. I love the way this was designed. There's a manta ray there. There's a sunfish there. Carp, looks like, or gar maybe? A sea turtle. Yeah, a very beautiful mural, or inscription. And what's the name of this? It's called Yorozuyo. That's an interesting name, isn't it? Yorozuyo. Yorozuyo Hashi. Yorozuyo Hashi. Interesting name. Never heard that. Well, of course, I never heard most things in Japanese. This is I think that's it's either sushi or unagi. Could be unagi. Eel restaurant behind us. But you don't see too many unagi restaurants around here. Let's relax for a minute. And I'm more tired than I thought. Yeah, some nights, like maybe once every few months, I'll stay up real late just to kind of reattune myself, I suppose, kind of gain a sense of freedom or something from all the hustle and bustle of daily life, you know. You know how it gets. And especially being an outsider in Japan, it can get a little stressful sometimes. So hey, you know what? Let's just keep filming. I'm gonna take you up to the next bridge, which is actually the namesake. Well, is that right? Ah, gosh, here I go again. You know what? It's known historically and symbolically as being the namesake. This particular bridge. This isn't the actual bridge, but the story of Funabashi is something like some general way in the past he wanted to get across the river, Ebi River, and I guess in the past it was a lot more big than it is now, and so he created a bridge of boats. And in fact, here we are right now. We're at the bow of a boat, or you know, fabricated bow. And this probably tells the story, I'm guessing. And yeah, so the story was that he built a bridge of boats to cross the river, and in doing so, he was able to get his men across. We're gonna cross the road here, do our own little crossing, and yeah, so he crossed the river with these boats, and then the city took on the name Funabashi. Funa or Fune means boat, and then Bashi means bridge. So that's the story of the city name, and that's the bridge that has that history on it. So let's move up. I gotta find out the name of this river here. So let's, or not the river, but the bridge. I think I'm losing it, man. This morning too, like I was really, energetic, and then I just kind of like fell flat on my face. Here we go. I found it. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy, isn't it? It's called Ebi River Bridge. Ebi Hashi. I could have guessed that. This is Ebi River Bridge. This is I guess it's the biggest bridge over the river. That makes sense, yeah. And here's another signboard. Wow, look at that pigeon. That's a fat old pigeon. Wow. I'm not gonna scare him off. Well, I like these little designs. Oh, it's a bell. Look at that. That surprised me. Oh my gosh. Doesn't take much, does it, to entertain me? They all ring? No? Not all of them. This one does. Listen to that. Oh wow. And when I did that, one of these coots started squawking. Oh, that's really cool. I had no idea that those actually ring. Hey, look at this. Well, you know what? I gotta tell you, like, doing these videos, I get all sorts of inspiration because we live in this area. We see this river every week almost. And yet, when I actually do these videos, I realize all sorts of stuff that I didn't see before. So check this out. This is petrified wood. I didn't even know that. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness. Nice and shiny. I didn't realize. I want to show you something up ahead. These are nice new benches here, aren't they? Here's a little bit of the history, looks like. Yeah, it does. It looks like the history. Check that out. You got yourself, let's see, downriver, I guess. Maybe, I think this looks like Showa era, maybe. And it's downriver near the port. Look at this. This is rice fields. Look at these folks. See some older ladies there. Nice. And some plant life. And then again, we were just here, weren't we? And so yeah, I guess they've since built the road along there. That's what they're doing. And these kids are pouring some fish into the river. Nice. Boy, I think you guys could do about as much as I could. And I do not know, I'm not even gonna try with that. I wanted to show you this up ahead. This is a stone that marks, it's a kind of to ward off flooding. Flooding is a real problem here. So this is, I guess it translates something like monument to control flooding, something like that. That's not a good translation probably, but it's good enough for our purposes. It's designed to ward off flooding, because this river is known to flood sometimes, as all rivers are in Japan. And that would be pretty devastating, considering, what that would mean for the people. In fact, that river I showed you before, Hasama River, my family-in-law lives near there, right along there, in fact. And the fact is that if that floods, which it did, I think was about 10 years ago or so, something like that. And what happened was that the whole streets were flooded, and nobody was probably injured or whatever, but people don't want their property damaged. And so Japan is really serious about that. And so that's why you see that protective stone. So now we're going to, you see a water gate here. Yeah, there's one right there. These are all preventative measures. So interrupted myself there. Now we're gonna head down to the last, is it the last? No, there's one or two more. And we're gonna head down and we're gonna see what we can see. There's a, one of the last bridge along this trip that I want to show you is called Funabashi Bridge, and that is the actual Funabashi Bridge along Ebi River, and that's the namesake itself. But again, none of these are, ancient bridges. They just have a sort of history written upon them. Yeah. And then, here's another fortune statue. Looks like, I'd read it to you if I could. And there's an eel restaurant again. One of these used to be, at least. Never been there, but And then here we are at the main section of the downriver area. This is when it kind of widens out and it gets real close to the ocean, the bay. So nice entrance here to this home. Look at that. I like this area, boy. I could a little bit upriver from here. I think I'd like to live, in fact. And I noticed that some folks here actually tie up their boats, and you can see this down here. It's like almost reminds me of Venice or something, just the way that people live so close to the river. And you don't see this in our city, at least, except for along Ebi River. So yeah, okay, well, let's move on to the next place. See you soon. We're at I think it's Yachiyo Hashi. I'm laughing at myself. Look at all these little characters, man. It's so funny. Like you know, when I'm by myself and I'm trying to translate something with my, rudimentary knowledge of Japanese, I can do all right. But when I'm on camera, I get all like nervous and stuff. It's funny. Like I try too hard or whatever. Look at this. These fish. It's cool. They're on a wave. Gosh, I like these things. And then there's all sorts of panels along here, and I really don't know. I'm not even going to try that. I just think it's interesting, And then we're looking upriver here, and then we're going to go over to the other side. Let's see over here. And now this here is the actual Funabashi down there, and that's the bridge. That's the one that the city is got the same name as. So we're gonna head down there. I'm gonna show you one more thing along here. These might be more fortune statues. I like these lanterns, these ones here. That's cool, isn't it? I never even noticed those before. That's cool. Here's a monument, and it says something about the area or the bridge. Let's see the same name here. And then here we've got ourselves a statue, a little fortune statue. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? This must be the year of the cow or something, year of the bull. Must be the reason for that. And I see sometimes cats in the actual monument here. This is a neat little pagoda thing. Isn't it? So you just saw most of the bridges. We're gonna head down now to Funabashi Bridge. Oh, there's a cat over there, I see it. Let's go visit the cat. I'm gonna keep you here. Don't leave me yet. Here we go. I'm gonna take you on down here. See what we can see. This is the riverside here. I don't really want to go down to see the cat. There's a couple there having a little date, and I don't want to interrupt that. So we'll just stay up here. And okay, so let's keep it on here. This is Funabashi Bridge here, and this is the namesake of the city. And nothing really special, It's a normal bridge, but people laugh at the fact that the word Funabashi, like I said, is boat bridge, basically, due to the historic nature of the boat bridge that was built. And interestingly, this Funabashi bridge here, it's called in Japanese Funabashi Bashi. So 2 bashis. There's so many bridges in that name. And it's right here, I'll show you. Right there. So do you see how it says Funabashi Bridge, right? And that first kanji there is, I can't really point to it. That says Bashi there, and then that says Bashi. So it's Funabashi Bashi. 2 bashis. And just because Bashi's already in the name of Funabashi. Nice sushi restaurant here. And I think I'm gonna end it there, and just wanted to show you the different bridges of the river, and let you know what there was. I just like to walk the river I hope you can hear me. I just like to walk the river and see what there is to see every chance I get because it's so pretty. Hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll see you later. Bye.